Welcome to Make Screens. I'm Judy.
I'm Erica.
And this is our show.
Yeah. We're in a new studio, as you can see.
So
we can talk some shit. Yeah, what's up? We're like the crowd.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
We have an audience here with us.
We're the audience right here. All right, what's up?
Yeah, I don't know. So anyways, we were talking about Long Beach Barbie a minute ago.
Who is Long Beach Barbie again for the people who don't know anything about Long Beach Barbie at all? Let's get a little specific here.
So anyways, Long Beach Barbie is a woman that would walk down PCH in Orange and
Pacific Coast Highway.
Yes, Pacific Coast Highway in Long Beach.
The longest road.
It's the longest stretch.
That's the whole stroll.
Longest street.
The whole stroll in Long Beach.
That's the whole stroll in Long Beach.
Yes.
All down PCH.
From the 710 to like Orange, like right before the hill. Because once you go up the hill, like nobody wants to go up the hill.
So basically, she was like a old white lady, and she didn't even look good. She was probably about 60,
but she felt good.
And she just did her thing. She was just out there, and we were just chatting about her earlier.
She wore the right outfits at times.
Oh my God, her outfits!
Hey, you know, there's been times when I was driving down the street. Okay, hey, but keep in mind, I do wear glasses.
Hey,
okay, so I do have glasses, but
you
she
know
made me turn my head.
like
Okay, she made me turn my head a little bit. I'm like, fuck,
like
Barbie got me again.
That's like a Vice fashion. That's Vice
fashion. Yes, the do's and don'ts, like the old school Vice.
Yeah,
right.
But she did it right. And that's
yes.
what you noticed her.
Right.
She was out here flossing on your ass.
She would have on like a mini skirt and like some kind of jean, like cut off jacket and vest type looking shit. And
Man.
She had bait clothes for sure. Yeah.
She was feeling herself, like that's for sure.
Yep. That shit works right there.
So I'd always wonder, like, who the fuck would pick her up? Like, she just looked like AIDS.
Yeah,
like if AIDS had a look like.
Definition of AIDS.
I don't know. I felt like she was just crazy and she would just like walk back and forth and nobody would pick her up.
Or maybe she had like, you know, the OG cussies that, been visiting her for like cool ass minute, you know?
Oh yes, but
the OGs.
Right through.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
The OGs
Too, man. You gotta get
the homies in the wheelchairs. You know?
But they could get the younger people too, though.
Oh,
so
that's at the vets.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But why? They
could
could get
too.
the younger girls too. I mean, they're paying for it, so why would they?
Yeah, see,
But
that's what I mean. There's always young.
It's like a different thing, you know. You like, you're approaching.
I'm telling you, she got that fire. Like, look, she got that fire. Cause look, see that's why the uncles kept going back, cause the uncles was going when they were young. The uncles was going when she was in the 20s, when she was in her 20s, and they were like, man, it's just something that she does, man, like nobody else. Like
she let her do that.
That had to be.
Hey,
cause how else could she be out there?
For her to be popping like that, be out there like that.
That's funny.
And her she's out here.
I just don't. Yes, like who? Like was she still getting supplied?
She had.
She
was still doing something real well on whatever she was doing. She was still there. She was happening.
She definitely had somebody pay for like I know she had lips.
Besides like.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
And
yeah.
She always had money for a new fucking whole.
Big. She was big. I think she used to wear like cowboy boots or some shit.
She
like
wore cowboy boots
or heels and shit. Like
hot fucking heels, even jackets and different.
I wonder if she had a sponsor.
Even different.
That's what I was just about to say next.
That's what I'm saying.
I wonder if did she have a pimp?
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering.
She getting money. That's what the deal was. Cause she got a new outfit every time she was out there. Like,
oh my God, maybe she was the pimp.
She could have been the madame, huh?
Ooh.
For real, huh?
She could have been hot.
Cause she had to be smart enough.
You're right.
Yeah.
She was out there too long.
So I know how.
She was probably just calling the shots, huh? Like blew her in a minute and be like, hey, there, I got something for you. They meet. Alright.
She went to check on her traps right there. That's what it was. She went to check on her traps. Let me see what's going on here.
Right?
You
yeah.
bitches should be getting all this money. Look at this.
That's how she stayed healthy. That's how she lived so long.
So, do you guys think she did drugs?
Of course.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Of course.
Because I can't remember like ever seeing her like looking all trippy. Yeah.
She probably did her shit, but handled it. She had her shit handled it.
Okay.
I think she was a hustler because she was out there hustling. That was her deal.
She maintained.
Yeah. She maintained for fucking years. That's the only reason we seen her for so many long, a period of time. Man, she was hustling. She was doing something. She was getting money. Fucking doing her fucking thing, huh?
She might have been serving too. Shit.
She working that shit.
I don't know.
So that was interesting, like, and funny.
But that's like Long Beach history. That's funny, because it's just like things that you could just. It's funny, fucking Long Beach Barbie, man. I'm about to make some fucking like loteria card. Long Beach Barbie.
Yes.
La prostituta. Long Beach Barbie.
And
right
do
there.
all like the characters.
Now listen.
Yeah.
La prostituta.
Right next to VIP Records.
Ooh, that's what she used to be.
Yeah,
now
exactly.
listen.
That was her black.
Now listen. We did not mention that we're referring to this. This was 20 years ago. We're referring to like we haven't seen her for what? I haven't seen her in like
at least fucking 10 years.
I think we did
I
like
ain't seen her 20.
Yeah.
Maybe 15. Huh?
Yeah, we did like a street team kind of idea. Put posters out there.
Have you seen her?
Missing or
Yes.
like a people person. You're like we're missing Long Beach Barbie. Where's her? Where's this?
Yes. Oh,
Where's
like
my
I
hoe? Where's my hoe? Long
said,
Beach
start an
Barbie?
Instagram account for her.
Oh man.
I bet we can find out.
Go
fund me.
But look, not only do I want to find her, I want to hear stories about
like-
her.
For real.
I want to hear
Like
stories.
her life story. That'd
Yeah,
be dope
yeah.
as fuck.
Ooh, the movie. Long Beach Barbie.
Oh my God.
That'd
Yeah.
be greedy
Don't
as
tell
fuck.
nobody. Don't tell nobody.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shut it out. Get that part.
Cut.
So what are we drinking
Anyway.
today?
So right now I'm drinking VooDoo Ranger
Is it an
Liquid
IPA?
Paradise IPA. So I really like the art is dope.
That shit's hype, man. It's 7.8 beer.
Yeah. So Erica said she didn't want to drink a lot of beer. So
she got
I was
something
like,
strong.
fuck it, all right.
She
I'll
got
get
something stronger to hit faster.
Yeah.
That's how
But
some
he's
good
a
luck
noggin.
is,
Yeah.
She
If
was
you're,
like, I'll show her. Like,
no, if you're
smart.
gonna have one, you might as well make it a good one.
Right.
So, you
You're
know,
dead.
right?
So I'll hold it up. Tell her about the artwork. That was pretty cool.
So, I don't know. He's wearing a hat, sunglasses. He's kind of like, man, I don't know. Fuck the beer. I'm high.
Okay, fine. But I was just gonna say like the interesting thing about it is like the top half of his body is on the front, and then the bottom of his
Oh, so yeah.
yeah.
Yes, the
Torso.
torso on top,
Yeah, let's get a close up.
feet on the bottom. So there's the feet. So, anyways, it tastes good.
Shine.
Pretty good.
Buy it. If
Pretty
you
strong.
need one hitter, then I'd say this is it. And it's like a tall one either, so you can knock this out pretty good.
I'm gonna say something pretty fucked up. I'm really sorry. I'm cold, but I'm really fucked up to be cold. Like this is not even right for me to be cold. That's really offensive for me to be cold. Like with the polar vortex going on and shit.
Ooh.
Like I have my nerves being cold. That's like rude.
I don't.
It's like rude.
I'm cold. Actually, I'm not cold right now because I've been drinking. And that's another thing. We started smoking like way earlier.
Yeah, so we're like,
Too. So right now that like this is like we're like no, but there's all this shit we want to talk about. We want to talk about how taxes are too high on weed and California is not making nearly as much money as they were supposed to because we have such a stronghold on the underground market that
What are the taxes on bud right now at? What, like 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 90% or what? Like,
yeah, it's like 30% if you have medical in Long Beach. So it's 30% if you have medical, 33% if it's rec.
I was like, oh wow, big deal. 3%.
I mean, let's say you're paying $13 on a $10 sack, right? Basically.
Yes, and so like the market was so so messed up. They had all these policies. The way it was written was all messed up. That every time somebody got their business started, they changed regulation, so they have to sell their shit. They
Right.
full, and so nobody knew where to get their weed from besides their contact because also a lot of people don't want to be registered. So California has already lost $630 million.
Because of that?
Lost.
Yes.
'Cause of
Like
that
out of
shit?
projected funds.
$630 million?
Yeah.
They lost it because they had it and they.
Well, is that a no? Is that a?
Oops.
Is it a loss? Because you just said projected funds. So is it like they projected to make more?
They projected to make $1 billion.
So
Is
basically,
that including?
it's not a loss.
It's like they give you a budget so you can project.
What was that?
Yeah.
I said it's not a loss. It's
So I mean, does that include the bud that it doesn't pass testing? And does that include bud?
This only counts the profits.
Okay, the
profits made, like only the profits, and there's so much money lost. It doesn't talk about like all, like what the people lost. It just talks about what the state lost.
So they pretty much oversold. They pretty much oversold the entire thing, saying like, "Oh, we're gonna make this much in revenue from taxes," but you didn't.
Got you.
Yeah.
So maybe a lot of voters might not have voted for it if they would have known that you weren't gonna make the projected budget.
Yeah, of course.
Or profits, I should say.
But it's kind of like, come on, we all knew that was gonna happen. Like, I feel like once it was legal to carry under an ounce, I thought that was like, once it got decriminalized, I was like, okay, that's cool. Like, let's just leave it like it is, because California is so big. There's no way that you can regulate a market that's been going on for over 40 years. You think about it?
I mean,
like,
unless, and especially the policymakers are so greedy, and
that's the
that
problem.
they write all these little side notes in for large conglomerates, and that's what comes up to this big old mess. So
tax
anyways,
breaks.
so
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that if you're a little guy, it's almost impossible to at least get a start. I mean,
and so that's why I won't stop buying weed from my guy.
I mean, just how much money you have to have a dispensary to start up a dispensary.
It's just too expensive. Like, you get an extra $25, like per 3.5 grams, if you think about it. An eighth.
Oh, for not paying the tax?
Yeah. If you didn't have to pay taxes, like that's a lot. It's almost like paying double.
I don't really mind being taxed.
I don't mind being taxed either, but I think it's like a lot of taxes. And the way it's regulated is just...
Yeah, what else gets taxed that much?
Nothing. So
why don't you mind being taxed though?
What did you say?
Why don't you mind being taxed?
Can we talk about that alcohol part? Kind of like the same theory about that.
how it's
Yeah.
a lot more acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it is a lot more acceptable to drink rather than smoke.
And you can fucking
Which
drink
is-
and drive, kill somebody, and it's like, yeah, he was drunk.
Which is why it's taxed so much. It's part of the, it's almost like it's a stigma tax. So it's so much easier to,
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, you can pay that shit and get away with it.
yes, you can talk about it. It's way more socially acceptable, especially like for us in our situation, like we're older women and we like have
And
kids
we're
and
parents.
shit. Yeah, and we're parents, so there's even more of a stigma. Like we like will totally.
Oh, for reals, your insurance is kind of like twice as much.
Oh, I ain't trying to tell my doctor. Like,
Where are you talking about car insurance?
Yeah.
oh, that's,
No, that's
I tell my doctor shit.
That's a cool
By the
car
way.
insurance joke, right? Got your ass.
You said why don't I mind getting taxed?
Actually.
Yeah.
I feel like because
Good to really
I
system
tax
work.
me for every fucking thing else. So, and I did want it to be legal, but I think I didn't want all the repercussions of legalization.
Mhm.
But I wanted, it was probably selfishness on my part because I wanted the freedom
To go buy some weed.
yes, to buy it and to have it
Mhm.
and to smoke it.
Mhm.
So that was what it was for me. And I don't mind being taxed on it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like it would be
General
weird.
tax.
Like it would be weird. Like if our guy was like,
General tax.
it would be kind of weird. Like if our guy was like,
hmm.
all right, that's $125 plus $7.99.
I'd be like, wait, what? But also, like that's like a luxury for me because like I'm I'm light skinned. Like when I first met you,
okay.
Like so that's why it's okay to decriminalize it because it doesn't affect me and it hasn't affected me the same way it's affected you.
That's true.
So that's like.
I mean, it has not actually affected me. Actually, I've never, gotten any charges or anything like that. And I actually have been caught I was in a teen. I was like 20 something, and the police just it was like a half of stress load, and he just took it and dumped it. He didn't,
How old are you again?
About 20 something.
Okay.
Probably 22.
22 and a half.
But wait,
Well,
wait.
You're an adult.
Wait, I still went to jail.
Yeah, that's cool.
Doesn't that hurt you
Why?
I still went to
That was
jail.
make you stop it? Did they make you
Because I
stop
had
it?
a bench warrant for just a stupid ass ticket.
Oh man.
But at least he didn't give me
Dude, I almost got
that's
taken in
cool.
for parking
On a record
tickets, man.
for that
That's
shit,
fucking
so.
horrible.
Oh, I'm glad there's some guys in here. So I have to bring up a story.
Yeah.
I had to bring up something weird happened to my 21-year-old son yesterday. This shit is kind of crazy, so get your opinion. So you guys are worried about your daughters and shit and weird shit going on social media and all that kind of shit. And my kid's already 21, and that's cool, but he still has to learn a lot of shit. So he's trying to teach himself Chinese. So he's got this app where you can kind of chat with people in China. Just follow me, okay? You chat with people in China. You can actually talk to them, right? And it's supposed to be like a tutor type of thing. He helps them with English. They help him with Chinese. So he's trying to have conversations or whatever. So he gets on. He actually chats for the first time on vocally on the phone with this Chinese guy. And at first, they're doing this stuff, and this shit turned all bad. And this guy started getting creepy. And the guy's younger than him, 18. And he starts asking him about sexual things and shit like that. And then
getting out of hand.
And I was in the room. So I started kind of ear hustling. I was like, oh shit, this shit's starting to turn weird or whatever. I could just hear the shit my son was saying. I was like, and then my son was like, no, don't do that. No, okay, don't say that. And he was just saying that shit. And he was like, oh, okay, well, I gotta go, call me back, right? And then my son goes, that guy just said he was going to masturbate to him or something.
He said, no, don't do that.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
You know what?
So look, I joked with him.
I can say as a straight man, that's kind of one of the creepiest things a straight man has to go through when gay men hit on them. It's like, what the hell? What? No, man. Get the fuck out of here, You want to punch them in the face, kick them in the nuts, no, nigga. What you talking about? Get the fuck out of here.
This is not right.
Yeah. It's a whole different situation too, man. So, so that's what he was saying. That's what he was trying to tell homeboy.
He was like, no. I think he was saying no, don't do that. No,
yeah.
Talking about, man.
He said I'm gonna.
And I heard him say that's weird. Okay, well I'm gonna go now. He was just, and then he blocked him.
So, do you see each other? Does he see him?
No, he did not see him. I think he had the opportunity to, but he did not. Because my son's not the type of person to want to be face to face on the phone anyway with a stranger like that. Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't even want to be face to face on the phone. Period. I don't know.
People.
FaceTime maybe 2-3 people, something like that. You know what I mean? And every time somebody tries to FaceTime, I'm like, dude,
damn,
it's
you don't want to answer, right?
You know what I mean? It's just I'm over here and then most of the time they'll try to talk to them, they're over here looking away doing this.
Right. So what the fuck did you
call
call me for?
Oh yeah, so dude, so I can just fucking have that here on my phone like I'm used to, you know what I mean? But it's just I see the side of their faces and shit, and I don't know. I don't see the point. But I've seen the pattern.
I kind of joked with my son and I told him he's part of the Me Too movement now.
What is that?
He was sexually assaulted. He was sexually violated.
Well, it's not just sexually assaulted. It's kind of
unwanted sexual contact.
Yeah.
Yes, unwanted sexual contact.
So
it's structure, right?
Terry Crews. He's like this big ass fucking NFL fucking buff ass motherfucker. And
he goes.
Yes.
He's in a lot of movies, dude. He's like popular as hell. So this dude, this story's pretty good because of this comedian, D.L. Hughley. That nigga's cracking jokes on him. He's like, dude, how you so big, so buff? You're gonna let a guy touch your nuts and then you're gonna give him a check. And he was like, and then the guy tried to call him out and say, hey, I should have punched you. It was like, you should have punched the guy who was trying to touch your nuts. I was like, hell yeah. That's fucking true. Hey, that shit was funny as hell. So,
but the thing about Terry Crews is he felt uncomfortable because of the power structure between the guy that touched his nut or tried to touch his nut. I think his wife was there too. So he didn't even say anything. He didn't do shit. He didn't even do shit.
So
it's just like a dude trying to touch your ass.
Okay. He's the big
same
dude.
thing happened to him, but a dude.
The guy that's gonna
and
be
his balls.
Like, I'm charging you for
or his ass. I'm not sure.
He's like, all right, and he's trying to fill you up. Aren't you gonna be like, what the fuck, nigga? Huh?
No.
Yep. And so that was the deal. And
but see, that's the thing. But that's the thing about a lot of the women in the Me Too movement is like, this is happening from a power structure, from people, way above them that could end your fucking career pretty much. Yeah. So it's like, what the fuck do I do?
Mm-hmm. Now you take the abuse, do you just
do I just not take the job? Do I take the abuse? Or
stand up for yourself?
Do I tell? Nobody's gonna believe me. Oh, if I tell, then I'm getting it's gonna be worse for me.
Blackmail you and shit, blacklist your ass or some shit, right?
Blackball.
Yeah.
Blacklist.
Yeah, blacklist.
Both.
Both of those.
Both.
You don't want to be on none of those.
And he's both at the same time.
Yeah, that's fucked back.
Yeah, but I don't know.
So they're cracking jokes on him because, like, this fucking comedian's cracking jokes on him. He's like, dude, how you an ex-NFL player? How you, like, you're gonna accept this abuse and then try to join this movement, like, Me Too, I was abused. That's what.
But did he join or I don't know that he joined.
Yeah, well, he started you talking about it a lot, trying to like promote that a lot, like Me Too.
Yeah, he did. He went on all the shows.
So he was really mind fucked, man. Like, so.
Maybe it really fucked him up.
Dude, you never know, man. He's probably like he was just
He's
so like
still thinking about it.
No, but listen, I'm not
right.
Like I'm not a man. I'm not a man, but I could imagine as a man and as a big man, you didn't do shit because of your family or because you were trying to protect your family or trying to provide for your family. So you let this nigga touch your nuts for some motherfucking money. Oh shit! Hold on. Have you guys? I'm sorry to do that, but have you guys seen the Fire Festival documentaries either on Netflix or? Yes. So I just want to bring up this one clip, and I swear to God, if one of you guys can pull this clip up. This one guy's doing like the interview.
What is it called again?
The Fire, F-Y-R-E.
So
Fire
they set up
Festival.
this whole
wait, let me say this part real quick. Wait. Let me say this part before I forget real quick. Wait, let me say this part before I forget.
Came up with all the money and left, and that shit never happened.
Let me say this one part before I forget. Talking about things that you'll do for your family, right? So, they were trying to make something happen, like get water to the island or something. So the guy who's throwing on the show calls like his right-hand man and goes, he says to him like, dude, we need this water. So you're the gay homie. So go over there and suck that dude's dick to get the water delivered over here. And he said, I went home, took a shower, and went over there to, he said, I brushed my teeth and went over there to go suck some dick. You saw that shit? Are you serious?
Oh, that nigga was serious.
Oh my God, I think my kids watched that.
Was serious. He said, I got the phone call. The homie told me, get ready. He said, I went home, took a shower, brushed my teeth. I'm ready to go over there and really suck some dick to make this shit happen.
That's like his
took off with
his
all the money.
Oh, shit.
The whole event, the whole thing was just like a whole sham.
So I wonder, could he claim? So I wonder, was he going to do that because of the power structure between his boss asking him to do that, Or was he just like, oh fuck it, I just want to suck some dick anyway? So
That nigga
He's like,
was
yeah,
already
I'll
gay
suck that dick.
anyways.
Okay.
He already had an advantage.
like he
so-
probably had it in his head, like I'm gonna save the day. I'm gonna want to save the day.
I'm gonna suck some dick.
Like I'm brushless.
What's it called again? The fire?
Yeah,
Fire
Fire
Festival.
The fire festival.
Yeah, so what happened for his marketing was so fucking good that he got to sell so many tickets to a festival on this island. It was
In
a
the
private
Bahamas.
island in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
You gotta be like super, like VIP and shit. You're gonna
That
hang
shit
out
was
with-
costing like 120,000. I don't know. Was it like 120,000
yeah,
or something
it was
crazy?
It was crazy. Like you gotta have some money to go to this private island.
They were
show.
promising like
Yeah.
fucking
Yep.
beautiful bungalows and like beautiful like places to
Private
stay.
fucking like. a whole
Yeah, they were
private shit.
like offering even like you could stay on a yacht if you wanted to, like right docked on the island and all that. They didn't have none of that shit. They had fucking tents that they used. That I think they got it from Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah, like they had the leftover tents and they put them up. and
FEMA,
they're
the FEMA
Yes.
tents.
like-
Yes.
So this fool hustled that whole idea and just like bounced on everybody.
He had Kylie Jenner, like everybody like advertising on Instagram like for the tickets and shit.
and then she was like that shit got popping off of that because he had like all the influencers and all the
That
cool
shit was
people and
crazy.
shit on Instagram. Like, yeah, we're about to go to this party.
What the fuck?
Yep. That nigga
No
never did it. He got
shit.
all this money, investors and everything else.
So yeah, that's a good documentary on Netflix, and I heard there's one on Hulu.
What?
I haven't seen it yet, but
That's just wild, man. It was pretty funny though.
I think dude has to spend what 3 years in jail now or something.
Nah.
Oh, and Ja
You know
Rule
what?
was a part of it.
Yeah.
Him and Ja Rule was a part
Ja
of that
Rule
shit.
was his like his
You don't know? You know about that? Don't you?
No, I
hip
like.
hop connection. with
I know. I feel like I did hear that, but
Yeah,
I
that
just
shit
don't
was
remember it.
Slick as fuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so what's
everybody?
since we're already talking about like Netflix shit, we might as well just move on to like shit we've been watching on Netflix. Since we're already,
Yes.
if you want, or we
Okay,
can come back
so
to it.
you, yeah. Anyways, that TV
You.
show. So okay, so since you've been watching it, do you know what racist comment I was talking about, where that girl makes this? So in this, do you watch Netflix TV show called You?
Ooh, it's crazy as fuck.
It's
It's
about some
YOU.
crazy, scary shit or what?
It could be.
No, like mentally
It's
scary or
yes,
scary,
mentally.
ghostly scary.
Mentally.
mental.
Yeah, that's scary, I guess.
Like
Scary.
no, that's
Yeah.
the scariest kind. Like ghosts. I mean, like those
You
kind of
can
thriller.
imagine ghosts, and that's even
That not,
scarier.
like scary movies like that, like Freddy Krueger, that's not scary. But when it's some mental shit, like oh this
You
motherfucker,
think you saw
Like this could
ghosts,
actually happen.
yeah, no, like yeah, this motherfucker's crazy type shit. That
That's scary.
so basically,
So
Yeah.
she made this comment, like, so there's this one girl, like, the main character, she has this group of friends. And in the group of friends, there's, like, the one thick girl, and she's a white girl. And she's an Instagram influencer. And one of her friends in the circle was pissed and shared a video where she says, because she's thick, she says, I just want to know where all the white guys, the like thick girls are. Like, black guys like thick girls, but where are all the white guys? And she's a white girl. And then everybody's like, oh, like, so in part of the show, like, spoiler alert, I don't know, it's like,
oh, that's well.
it's not
Here's the
really,
thing.
but,
It's a
So
hint. It's a
you're
hint.
asking, is that racist?
yeah.
It's a hint.
Do you
I
think it's racist?
No, it's not. It's
Because
a
in the
preference.
show,
It's
it
not,
was depicted
okay.
You know what?
as
That's the
racist.
thing, though, because if
Okay,
it's your preference, it really can't be racist. 'Cause that's
No,
your
but
preference.
okay,
She's a
I
white girl
understand.
wanting a white man.
I understand where
How
like
racist is that? You know? That's
I
a
understand where like
preference.
black people could get a little bit up in arms about the statement coming from a white woman because you're assuming black men,
That's the game.
like-
That's the game.
you know, thick girls. You're assuming, but that's not even fucking true. That's like such a stereotype and an assumption because black guys like all kinds of girls, just like white guys like all kinds of girls.
Just like Mexicans, we
Like-
like all kinds of women.
So for you to just be like, oh, black guy, well, I would never get a fucking man if all black guy. I would never get a black man if all black guys like thick girls because I'm skinny as fuck. So how the fuck am I gonna get a black guy then if none of them like me? You know, like so I can see where like
Anyways, it's a whole other.
Oh.
So now now I got
sliding in the DMs. That's a whole other time of this girl thing.
No, please do not. No, but anyway,
a lot of ducks. They fly.
I could see where people could get upset with that statement, but on the lighter side, when I was watching it, I didn't think anything of it. It did not. It didn't bother me.
Automatically, I didn't think it was a thing because I think it's like a preference of self. Like, you know, you like what you like, and that don't make you racist because you like a certain thing.
No, but that's not the thing that they were saying. Like, was it racist of the white girl to say like,
where's the white guys besides the black guys are hitting on you?
To even say like black guys.
Yeah, but
like
besides, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a preference for even black guys to like those thick white girls.
Yeah.
You know. So like this white bitch got some confidence somewhere. So now she feels like, hey, what's up?
I also see what she might have been saying. Also, she might have been saying like, black guys always hit on me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, why don't
white guys like this shit? You know, exactly. See, so that could be a preference instead of a racist term, right? It's like, hey, this is what happens. Doesn't mean I don't like it or anything, but where's my preference?
But that's not what she was. I don't feel like she's saying this is what happened. She's saying black guys like.
Okay.
She's saying black guys like thick girls, just straight up. And when she was saying black guys like thick white girls, was that what she was saying? That's what she was inferring. Because she was a thick white girl. So they were inferring.
Oh, did she say that? Well, she said that, then I would feel. But I thought she just said like thick girls in general. I mean, Sir Mix-a-Lot did say he likes big butts.
Okay, so back to you though. I'll give you the premise, or you wanna.
So you think it's like. What do you think? Yes or no? I need an answer. Is it racist? Her comment.
I don't want to say yes or no. I gave like both sides of the coin.
I gave like exact.
Yeah, I gave both. I gave like where people could think this and where people could think that. To me, like I said, it didn't bother me when I watched it. I heard her say it.
But it could bother some people, and if it does,
it wasn't out of hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't out of pocket.
Yeah, like
it wasn't. I wasn't like, bitch. Like, you know, because
it made me trip.
Look,
like
it's
that.
true. Like, well, I shouldn't just say, I'm about to stereotype. I'm like, yeah, black girls do talk at the motherfucking TV. Because I do. I talk at the movies, and that's why I go to the movies. Because I'm like, oh, hell no.
You know what? I think passionate people talk to the fucking TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't go in there.
Yeah.
My fucking daughter, she's little. She's mad at the fucking TV. That's passion, man. Mad about this shit.
So you want to like give a gist of the premise of you?
Me?
Yeah, sure. Or we can do it.
Like, tell me.
Basically, like, there's this guy. He works in a bookstore.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
Man, I'm like,
what do you mean? Like, fine. Then
we're talking about the show again. Oh, okay.
I didn't think
Works at a bookstore.
Yeah,
because we were still talking about the show.
Yeah, I thought you meant like you, like as in me.
Oh. You're like, wait, what do you mean? Okay, well, I'm Judy.
So
why would you tell about it?
Oh, you. It's just
Talk about
it's just a stalker. It's a stalker TV show, and it's a love story. And so you kind of want
he stalks somebody.
Yeah, he stalks somebody.
Like
he stalks a woman to get her to fall in love with her.
See, that's kind of creepy, man.
That's what I told you.
Well, yeah,
that's creepy, man. Because think about it. If a girl does that, you're like, that's a crazy ass bitch right there.
Like, let's say she just just say you didn't notice her following. Like, let's say
she don't know.
Let's say you went to her job and you bought something and she was like, and then you used your credit card. Yeah, she figured everything out. She figured everything out just from that.
You guys believe in that love at first sight?
Excuse me.
Love at first sight, because there's certain people you just see them and like, I like this motherfucker right here. I like this person.
Like at first sight.
I like that person.
I mean, the way you said it, like, I always meet people that I really like at first when I meet, but I'm not talking about love, like, oh.
But
I'm talking about, like, that motherfucker is cool as fuck, like, that type of shit.
But you were talking about before, though. Before, like, that bitch went crazy. I'm in love with this guy. I'm gonna follow him forever.
Well, do you think he fell in love with her at first, or he just targeted her? Like, that's, she's cute. I'm gonna get. Oh, I feel like, you know what? He's very awkward, and he doesn't know how to get a girl no other way. Type shit.
Like girl-tarded.
Yeah, he didn't know how to do it.
I don't know, man.
So this is how he did it.
I think
he like worked.
He's a serial killer, and he killed it.
Oh yeah, he was. I was like, tight.
No, he's the sociopath. He's
exactly.
Yeah. That he.
So
bottom line.
He made his way into his heart. She fell in love with them.
Do you? But it's like, do you kind of
crazy.
like feel like at sometimes you're like you don't feel as bad for him as like you like if it was a girl like would I be like, man, that's fucking psycho ass bitch.
She made it. She made it work.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know who I would feel.
Anyways,
worse
it's
for.
like it's kind of like
I think people would be more sympathetic towards the woman being stalked though. So
I get anxiety like watching that show sometimes
It's
because also I always kind of like root for the bad guy and he pushes things like to the limit and I'm like, hurry up, motherfucker! I'm about to come through the door.
What episode are you on?
That's what your crazy ass like to watch it. That's why.
Yeah.
You're the stalker, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't have actually, no, to be clear, I don't have the energy to stalk people, but because I'm too busy getting high, watching other people stalk people.
That's exactly what you do when you stalk people. You probably sit there and get high and watch the motherfuckers like.
Gotcha.
Oh my
You know what though? That's how they get you with the feeling of the show, like a feeling of being part of it, I guess. That's why I think like
You do
TV,
get invested.
Yeah, you do. You really do, man. You get mad at people. Like to this day, I still like fucking Jack Black because he played in the cable guy. And he was a fucking snitch to the cable guy. I still hate this guy. He was naturally He was in a bunch of movies, man. I still don't like this guy. He was snitching out the cable guy.
I know, Nacho Libre. That's a little cultural appropriation too.
Yeah, that's true too, man. I hate the fact that people love that movie.
I hate the fact that I love that movie.
Like, fuck all you guys that love this movie. Why is it cool for this guy to
Now, is that cultural appropriation or is that racist?
Both.
Yeah,
Because I feel
I
like
don't know.
cultural appropriation.
I feel like
It's
he's
like-
a fan of the culture. I feel like he's
Oh,
a
okay, just all the way
comedian.
I think
around.
if he had a Mexican wife, then it's cool. But I don't know, man. I think he's married to a
He
white
probably
lady.
tried to get a
Nah.
Mexican wife, but the Illuminati made him marry different kind of wife.
Scientology and all this shit.
and so
Diamond the Rock made him fucking.
so maybe the nanny. I don't know.
Kanye. That's the real question.
We don't talk about him right now. I mean, I don't know about you. I know, like, black people kind of threw Kanye away from right
Is
now.
Kanye still
Not
black?
all-
Hey, that's a real
Not
question.
all of them,
That's a T-shirt. Is Kanye still black? Oh,
No, I like
damn.
black people threw Kanye away.
But I mean, that's not my saying.
Like that. Ooh, that's cool.
It's already
That's
a thing.
good.
Probably.
Probably.
I mean, because
That's
I've
how
heard.
You think, how you feel. How
Stamp
you
it.
No,
feel.
because I've heard people.
Stamp it.
I've heard people actually say, "I'm throwing Kanye away." So it's not like.
Oh,
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
is it rhyme?
I generally just said black people as a whole,
Mhm.
but not all black people.
It's a
but
preference. How do you feel about it?
How do
you
I feel?
about it?
I
You-
feel
you're
like-
throwing it away.
He's tripping,
Like, this motherfucker
and
tripping
not only is
already.
he tripping, like his music wasn't up to my standards anymore anyway.
It was in
Yeah.
So, it was-
Yeah.
So it was like, even if he wasn't doing these antics, like I would give his shit a spin, and then I probably wouldn't listen to it anyway. Like, I know if I like your shit if I add it to my playlist. I ain't added his shit to my playlist in
I can't
fucking
listen to it,
years.
huh?
So it's like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll listen to your stupid projects and that's it. But you're running your mouth over here. You need to shut the fuck up because you're too. I'm not gonna call him like a powerful black man or anything like that, but you have like people hear you.
Influence.
People hear you.
Influence.
Yes, you have
Yes.
influence and people hear you, and you're saying some stupid and you sound stupid. You just sound dumb. Sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
Have a seat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's it. I mean,
I'm done with Kanye. That's what's up. So what?
so I'm not saying
What do
I'm
you
done
think
with him.
about my
I'm
T-shirt
saying,
I did? That's a good idea for the T-shirt.
yeah.
Yeah, you agree with that?
But I don't know if it should like tell people to throw people. I don't think it should
You know,
say.
as long as you put out.
I don't think it should
Positive
say-
messages.
Yeah, I don't
Just
think it
don't
should say
put out
throw
a
him
negative
away.
vibe and you're good, huh?
I think it should say black people threw Kanye away. I don't think it should say throw him away.
How about
Because I'm not
left-
trying to tell
How
people what
about
to do.
left behind? Like we left that motherfucker.
Ooh.
What about free Kanye?
No Kanye left behind.
See,
Nobody
we
did
gotta
that.
Google that right there,
I
man.
bet nobody did
That's
that
too
shit.
slick.
All right, help me out. No Kanye left
That's
behind.
the source straight. Google this shit, man. See, that's what I was telling you. Technology, man.
But we threw them away so much that we wouldn't even maybe bother to make the T-shirt at this point.
Anyways, I do know that like if you like Wu-Tang, Ghostface and the RZA's coming out with a scary movie. I'm super stoked on.
That's pretty cool.
Yes. So.
And do you think it's gonna be like hip hop based, or is this gonna be a straight horror movie?
Both.
Because that would make a huge difference.
Is it like a serial killer? Do you know? Monster? What is it? Ghost?
I think it's a little bit of Ghost. It takes place in Shaolin. So it's
gonna be like in the hood.
Some spiritual shit probably, huh?
It's gonna be coming back to like or not even just coming back. It's who they are. Like they're told it's gonna have like that.
Their personas or whatever.
Yes, yes, that fusion like mystery. They're back in Shaolin, so like that's where it takes place. It's a boy. So I don't know. It's gonna be a crazy story, and I'm super stoked. So Ghostface is writing it, and the RZA
is definitely doing the score.
Yes,
that's the next goal, man. I wanna produce some fucking movie or some hood movie.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Angel of Dust.
I'm not trying to produce them. I'm
Angel
trying to write that shit,
yeah.
And then like work on them too.
Angel of Dust.
It's like a superhero movie. Superhero like meets Shaolin. Like this boy is like super smart and
definitely gonna be probably some karate in there.
Of course.
Need swords.
Yes.
He's running around for show. Need blood.
Yeah. It takes Staten Island.
I feel like they could do a really good job with that.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Ghostface writing it. I can't wait. I'm stoked on it.
And then I feel like RZA, with his acting abilities, I feel like he's probably done some directing or some. Yeah, I'm sure he's executive produced shit. Like I'm sure. So
for sure, man. He's always seemed like the smartest dude.
Yeah.
Like the most technical dude of the whole thing, man. He's like.
So I have confidence in this project.
They're a clan. Like all of them are gonna come together. I bet everybody's gonna have a part in it. Mm-hmm. They take care of each other, so. That's like super.
ODB in there in the videos. I always thought.
Oh, he should be the ghost.
That's why I always thought it was cool. Like even though he's been dead for a minute, they always throw his son or some mixes in the video. Of, like he got a verse or something. He always throw it in the videos. Huh.
Yeah, and it's always like that. Whenever it's like the son, or even the daughter of like a famous actor, they always have like that stigma. Like they can never reach a parent.
Right.
But I feel like ODB's son, like naturally that's gonna kind of be around, but I feel like everybody like loved ODB so much that we're willing to like just listen to his son and like just.
So who is his son?
His son's doing music?
Yeah,
that's what I was just asking.
Yeah.
Your son don't do music, man.
What's his name?
So what do you
I want to make sure I get it.
Young Dirty Bastard.
No.
Yeah, Junior.
So what do you guys feel about like Jaden Smith then? I feel like that kid definitely. He's dope. First of all, he's dope, and he lived up to like
Young Dirty Bastard.
His dad's like standard.
He's fucking dope.
Yeah.
It is Young Dirty Bastard.
It is Young Dirty Bastard.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was just joking.
Yeah.
Damn.
Barson Jones.
That's funny.
Yeah, like there's a little Easy.
Yeah.
There's Eazy-E's son.
Yeah.
He's doing it.
Lil Easy is tight though.
Yeah.
He's doing it.
He was tight. But I am curious about, I do want to hear Young Dirty Bastard.
So I saw.
See, he's taking the style as well,
I saw little Christopher Wallace Jr. on like one of those, not Sway in the Morning, but one of those.
Oh,
and they told him to rap. He wasn't that good. Big Pun son.
Hell yeah, Chris Rivers.
That motherfucker fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a fan of that because this dude, he's like his dad like was a fucking mega fucking Puerto Rican rapper in New York. Like he put the stamp for Puerto Ricans in rap in New York. So New York is already a fucking standard of rap. So if you make it there, if you make it there,
and then they have their own style too,
Yeah, so that fool made it. He put that stamp. So now his son is trying to like rap, and he's trying to do his thing. And he's pretty good, man. That dude's dope, man. I like that guy.
What's his name? Chris
Rivers.
So it's the same thing, but he's doing the.
So his Big Pun's name, like, was his last name?
Something Rivers, yeah.
Rios. Chris Rios.
Oh, okay.
So he's doing the American version, you know, like I guess it would
Richie
be like,
Valens and shit.
it would be like the Chicano version, but what is the Puerto Rican American? You know, Puerto Rican American. So he's doing like the Puerto Rican American version of his dad.
That's cool.
But then also I know some
Chris
people
Rivers.
some people do that when they're entering, so that way they can be like they can take on their own character. They're not their son's, like their father's son. Yeah, so people are like, oh, Chris Rivers. Nobody knows Chris Rivers, so maybe I don't know. Yeah, and since he can rap, like it's I get just having something different. You know, it's not to take away from who he is. It's just that way. He has.
I mean, I don't know that he could. I mean, I could see changing the name to try to do that, but as Big Pun's son, I don't think you can do that. I could see it like as somebody a little smaller, or like maybe not in hip hop. I don't think you can do it as a hip hop artist.
Is he a big guy?
Yeah, he's big as fuck too. That's
but so
that's
the thing. Like
if
you're booking a show. And they say you're Big Pun's son, then people expect
that gets you in.
So, you get
I think that
you have
there's expectations.
Certain expectations.
Expectation for sure, but it automatically gets you in for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
It gets you
at
in.
least get somebody to talk to you.
But if you're serious about it and you really want, your craft to be recognized for what it is, and not and people to think about your father, like immediately they're gonna think about your father. Like
man. My father was Big Pun. He was like a fucking genius, master scientist, fucking Einstein of his craft. I think that'd be the goal, right? Mm-hmm. Like I gotta beat my father. This motherfucker's not.
Yeah, but she's saying that.
So if you're gonna do that though, you better do it right. You better do it properly, and changing your name will get you up there.
Exactly,
because people will.
I just wouldn't brag about it. I guess. Yeah.
That's why he changed his name from Chris Rios to Chris Rivers, because it's the new American version. Like this is who I am. This is the next generation.
Yeah, and
it's my turn.
Yeah, and it's still staying tied to who he is. I don't know. It's interesting, but
I mean, he's doing. I'd say like I don't know much about it, but I mean much about him, but just it's either you're gonna go ahead and take advantage of the path that your dad paved, you know what I mean, or you can just go ahead and soak it and do nothing with it. So this guy's taking an approach, he's taking a chance, and that's still the best way to kind of approach it right there too, because he's not trying to it seems like he's not trying to just be under his dad's wing hardcore, you know what I mean? That's dope as fuck too.
And you know what? I don't think he really can.
He's like, I got this and I'm trying to represent it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they did not end up with the money that he should have had. I think so it wasn't like he had the means. I think he really did actually have to work hard. I mean, he could have used his name or whatever, but if you don't want to use his name, he really had to work on that pen game.
Yeah,
he had to work
100%,
hard.
100%.
And his dad wasn't even there to train him on that shit. His dad died when he was young too, so his dad couldn't even maybe you know how his dad could have taught him, because if he has access to his music, if he was able to just study his dad and shit,
But that's what's dope, man. That's dope where you're around people who are super talented. That shit just rubs off on you. Man, this motherfucker's dope, and then you pick it up.
It's in his DNA.
Huh?
Yeah.
Dude, that's your dad. It's kind of in you, and then you just flip it to your new version of shit.
Okay, that reminds me of something else that I watched. It was on CNN. It's called 3 Identical. Damn.
What else did I watch?
What the shit was that called? 3 Identical Strangers. And it's about 3 triplets, because you reminded me of that shit. That's why. It's about 3 triplets that were adopted at birth, so they never met each other.
Crazy.
And they ended up meeting each other in college. Not just so happened. It was dude, you look like this dude.
Oh.
Are you adopted? And then, that type of shit.
Oh, that's my brother.
So it ended up being they like the same shit. They still had
all the time.
Like you were saying, like how it's just in your DNA.
Time, you know, they got daddies that got like, you know, like 2 or 3 baby mamas.
Yeah, that's my story. Hey,
yeah, for real.
But they still like were very similar, and they still like the same music, and they still like kind of did the same shit, even though they lived like 20 years apart without even meeting each other. So like you were saying, like it's in the DNA sometimes. Like shit, if your dad was like a good artist, it might just be natural for you to do that shit. Yeah. Or like look how many like singers. It's a lot of singers.
You know what? I always thought that's the original American dream, to put your new family on, your kids on. That's the real American dream, because like all these singers, country singers, Miley Cyrus's dad, that motherfucker's a country singer, and he was like the country singer of the fucking time. So that motherfucker's balling.
But that's another thing.
He put his daughter on. That's why that bitch is wild.
But look, she's not wilding no more. But look, she has talent though. She can fucking sing her ass off.
Yeah.
She can sing. So that's like she didn't just get that. She didn't just get it handed to her. I mean,
from her dad.
I don't know what she got handed.
You know what?
For me, for her,
how to work that.
I think she might have got some things handed to her, but
that kind of talent, like you can't just learn how to sing. If you can't sing, you can't sing.
Yeah.
Some people only sing good in the shower. Like me.
No, you could auto-tune that shit and it sounds like fucking perfect. That's a hit song right there. That's technology. What do you guys?
Yeah.
Shout out technology segment right there.
You're still.
Oh man, they're coming.
That is a good topic though.
Huh.
That
gets people fired up, you know, it kind of makes you question your religious views and all kinds of shit, man.
So what were you talking about with iPhones? Like, what is iPhone doing? Oh, is it the recording people?
Yeah. So now iPhone has like, I guess the FaceTime.
Right.
It has a hat, and then you can call people, and they don't even have to answer.
Right.
And you can just hear and see anything what they're doing.
Yeah.
So
but somebody
you can spy on somebody. You could just call them a Snapchat, and then you could just watch them the whole fucking time, hear what they're saying.
Because look, what are you doing? You over here doing this. My son, he's paranoid. He puts like a camera block on fucking everything. I'm like,
hey man, those
and
Chinese,
I used to be like,
they run the internet. So
and I used to be like, right? You fucking with the wrong people.
Yeah, like man, you got bought with the wrong motherfucker.
And he used to tell me, I'm like, Chinese, ain't nobody about to fuck with it. Like,
man,
like
the Chinese don't play,
right?
Dude, have you guys seen that shit? The ban in China and the way they control the internet in China.
Oh
and
yeah.
The freedom of like press, the freedom of everything. China, man, they're hot, man.
My son, he kept saying, he was like, yeah, I'm not sure you should be saying that over the internet. Like, the shit, like, he was crazy. Because my son's pretty paranoid about all that technology shit, so.
Those fucking Chinese, man, they're wild with that shit. So they got so many
and they're smart.
Yeah,
so many restrictions to that shit. The whole government has a whole hold on the fucking internet.
They can track. So it was Google. So Google helped China develop a system where they can trace whoever makes a search. They can they have a database of all the searches. So if somebody searches pink elephants,
porn,
porn. Then they can track whoever made that search, and it was
right
Google.
There.
So like
and there's your picture.
Yeah, so for right through your FaceTime, looking right through your FaceTime.
That's like that red light camera.
I got a red light ticket. The same thing, snap, and I was like,
that's the
what?
thing about that China technology. Is red light cameras. They're fucking scanning your ass when you walk by. They're like, oh, this nigga was here 5 seconds ago, and then you walk down to Starbucks. Starbucks has a fucking camera scanning your ass. Now you've been here like 2 minutes ago.
I feel like you can't do shit nowadays.
And what the cars are so smart now. Like some of them turn off if you've been at a red light too long.
All the electric cars.
The new ones.
No, that's just electric cars. Do that.
So, anyways, they do that so they can be hijacked all through Bluetooth because everything.
She's a conspiracy theorist, super bad. Like taking it a little far, Judy.
But it's
true. Like,
I think that's some hood.
I feel like you can get your car hijacked. I'm for sure you can probably get your car.
Is there like a real local like hood news? You know,
have
like
code.
police stops and it's like, hey, don't go down this street, man. The police is over there. Go down this
like
way.
those scanners they used to have in cars.
There is one. It's called Waves.
Waves?
Yeah, it's an app, and then that shit will be it's an
Yeah.
app, and it will tell you like, oh, there's a fucking CHP like a
People
mile
report
down the
it.
street.
Yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
How do you
You want the
know
good
drones?
stuff.
Like
You want the
drones.
good stuff.
Or on a low level, it would be like an Insta Live type of shit. And it would only work for like a particular neighborhood. You couldn't like do a whole city.
They whistle. That's what it is.
Cuckoo!
That's all it is. It's a whistle. You want to talk about
See,
some
that's
low,
what I'm saying.
That's the hood.
some low
like-
technology?
That's what I'm saying. Mexicans and black people have so many things in common.
Yeah,
You don't even realize it, man. Black people, cuckoo, Mexican.
Yes, yes.
I can't whistle late.
But look,
No, chi is when you talk to bitches. Chi is a bitch.
I never even heard that.
Chi. No.
I guess the
Oh.
Mexican never tried
Oh
to
my
get
god.
me for that.
Yeah.
That's all my Mexican here. When you talk to bitches, chi
That's
is kind
all-
of like a.
But how do you say it though? Like say it how you say it.
Hey.
And
You're like,
then it's a joke that Mexican girls have between
What,
each
like,
other.
I thought you were talking about chi-chi. What's that?
Well, it's kind of like the same thing. You're like, hey.
There's
It's
so
a
many,
holla.
there's so many different calls.
Oh.
Like,
But it's just kind of like, hey.
it just all depends on like
Yeah.
the dude that's like thinks he's cool, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like,
With that, you get
But is
two
it
words.
kind of inappropriate?
You get
Like not inappropriate, but is it kind of like like only a type of girl? It's kind of like only a type of girl would like turn around to.
it's not for nothing though.
It-
Not for
Because
nothing.
it's
But
not
some
like a
do.
gentlemanly.
That's the
It's
fucked up
not
part about it. You know what I mean?
gentlemanly.
Like,
yeah,
some
it's kind of like
like-
a general message.
they do some man. There's the whole like.
Hey.
He's like, I can get away with it. I tell you
No,
that
I'm
much.
not saying they get away with it, but it's
Let me
just
tell you
like.
that.
It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. There's gonna be that one airheaded person out there that's gonna be like, I turn around and shit and be like, oh yeah, whatever you say is cool, yeah. And then the guy's like, yes, I knew it. You know what I mean? Like, I fucking knew it. You know?
One day it would pay
It's
off.
like he didn't
One
really
day.
want her or nothing like that. It's just like, hey,
It's
see
just
you walking past, like
Cha-ching.
You know
that's
what I mean?
funny.
I knew one day the shit was gonna work. You know?
All right. So what is it?
It all depends. You know?
On the person, like everybody got their own little like.
Man.
No, not that was
Man,
bad.
see?
That sounds like a squirrel.
Hey, whatever it
I was
works for you, bro.
That's a squirrel talk. You got
Hey.
squirrel colors.
Well, hey, if you get some shit off of
Like, I
that,
got the nuts.
if you get some pussy off of that, you're good with that. You can sit there all day.
For real.
Hey, I used to call my cat like that. It's just like, I can't even do it no more.
Hey, you. See?
I,
If you can do it like that, hey, I'm about to learn it.
That's
About to
funny.
hit it like that.
I don't know. I'm used to hearing.
Well, that's good.
Hey,
Oh, you used to hear it, huh?
You just keep walking. Just keep walking.
see? But
Don't make eye contact.
isn't that kind of like a... Honestly, I think like I guess modern women nowadays, they're more kind of rude, subjected to shit like that. Like, hey man, I like that shit. I'm a woman, whatever. Huh?
That's because we're in the Me Too.
Well,
It's before the Me Too
exactly.
shit, but
No, it's
don't
just you-
return to that shit.
You never know what you're gonna get. You don't want to turn around and look at some
Numbers.
And plus,
Remember
like,
we said that
no,
shit earlier?
and plus,
Yeah.
like, dudes got way more aggressive, like, in the last, I don't know how many
You think
years.
so? You think
Like,
so?
I feel like, yes, like,
See?
no, I
See,
feel like
that's-
things
that's a
changed.
woman's
Because
perspective.
I think, like,
that
they
we need
were,
to hear.
I feel like men were mad aggressive probably, like, in the 50s, too, because, like, business, you could do that shit. Like, women
Okay,
were.
and then calm down for a little bit.
Yeah, and then it calmed down for a little bit, and then motherfuckers started wilding with the internet and all that shit. And now you can do whatever
Now,
the fuck you want to
motherfuckers
do.
getting
You can-
creepier.
Yeah,
That's what
it's,
the fuck
yeah,
it
they're
is,
more
you know?
aggressive.
It's
Like,
easier to get
why
creepier.
the fuck are you sending
Yeah.
dick pics? Like, all of a sudden, like, dude,
Yeah.
like, nobody even asked for that shit. Like,
Yeah.
Unsolicited.
unsolicited
Yeah,
dick
yeah.
pics.
Unsolicited dick pic. Don't do it.
That's my business card. That's
But,
just what it is.
but,
Honestly,
I will
honestly
take some
though,
dick pics.
honestly,
She said, "I will take some dick pics." This bitch.
Hey, you gotta show me what you're working with, right?
And this bitch takes dick pics.
I do take dick
Honestly,
pics.
I think women have a lot of things that they're working with before they go to the dick pic, you know? They can show you a nice, pretty picture, you know? You can show
A little cleavage, yeah. With the clothes on. That's not our fault. That's not our fault.
Pretty and shit. Like,
Yeah, y'all gotta whip out y'all dick.
All we got. That's all we got. We got the dick pic. The dick pic is all we got. The bitch like it. She like it. She knows
there's just fools that are just, just fucking.
Hello.
Okay.
Smart.
It's a numbers game again. It's a numbers game again.
He said very sweet. It's all I got.
And that's setting up even better for you. Like, okay, if she responds to that, I'm in.
It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game.
Like it.
I'm saying there's always that one dude who will not give up. You know what I mean? There's that one fucking fool that's just like that ultimate creep that just doesn't
And that's
back
why
off. You know what I mean?
that's what
Just,
they call like sexual harassment and shit like that.
See,
And like
that's
they
where
used
you
to
get
talk about
restraining
sexual
orders
harassment
and
like
shit,
back in
yeah.
the 50s. And then
Yeah.
I think that shit started coming up once more women started working.
yeah.
And it came up. And it was
They
like,
got
oh
more
yeah,
rights
don't.
to
And then they
speak
started
about
having laws and shit.
Yeah,
and
they
that
got more
is like,
rights
we
to
can't
speak
do
about
that.
shit.
But
It's
men somehow found a loophole lately, I guess, kind of, huh? As far as
Well,
sexual
what?
harassment is concerned.
That's how I feel about the
A
Middle
photo
East.
cannot be used against you in a court of law because it may be photoshopped.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
that's a
another
fact. And
So-
and even a video too.
See
thing.
that?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
could be altered.
Like if
before
you
the
show the
fact.
cops, like if you show the cops, like, hey, there's this video right here, I've got it. Like they can't take it into consideration unless they see it with their own two eyes.
That shit always been a thing though.
Yeah.
If people use that shit against you, you have nobody else to side but me. I saw you reaching for your gun. Bang, bang, bang.
Okay, this is what I feel
Damn.
about.
Shot
This is
your
what I
ass.
feel about like court and shit like that, and wasting the fucking money on like fucking like tax money
Justice
on
system
yeah,
and
the
shit.
justice system.
Like,
Like,
give me
dude,
those $2
Like,
million,
dude, if you're on
motherfucker.
fucking film, you're guilty. Period. Why the fuck do we have to go to trial? Why are you pleading not guilty? What? But I mean, I know there's circumstances and there's a backstory and there's maybe facts that went on behind the scene or whatever that would make a difference in the judgment. But like,
what would
dude.
change the fucking verdict? Yeah, really.
But
yeah.
come on now, we saw you shoot this motherfucker. You robbed a bank. You're on the camera.
Took
You
the
walked
money,
in. You had the
and now
mask.
you're
You
gonna
had that
tell
look
me-
in your eye. You were not forced to do this. I saw it.
And now you're gonna tell me you were sleepwalking your ass over there? Like, you know,
Dude,
Right. Like that's the only reason why we're going to trial, so you can say you were fucking sleepwalking. Like fuck
pointing
that.
the gun at this motherfucker.
It wasn't me though. It wasn't.
See, like R. Kelly, that was my. He said, "Oh shit, did you guys see that shit?"
Oh,
But anyway,
my
he
God.
said it was his brother.
You know
Shut
what
up.
though? That shit's wild though because the
What's that,
thing
his
about that
brother?
shit is
Yeah,
like,
he tried to blame his brother for that shit.
No.
He's like, "It wasn't me, it was my brother." His brother and him don't look nothing
what
alike.
I think was wild about the whole case was like he had all these people around him and how nobody said shit.
They're guilty
How
too.
did nobody
Dude,
fucking just
That's
let
my
them-
They're
exact
just
same
guilty.
Do what
thing.
he's
They are
doing.
just
They
as
enable
guilty.
them.
Exactly.
And so,
They
but
should do some time with
But
that.
see,
Yeah, I
that's the
feel
thing.
like they should.
but once you
all
start
in the
talking
same
about
fucking jailhouse right there. Put
Yes.
them all in the same
and that's
room.
the one thing that nobody is saying. Nobody's talking about that. Everybody talks
No,
about
everybody is talking
But-
about that.
Exactly.
So,
Yes,
but
they are.
are
exactly.
you still?
Judy, if I'm
Dude,
gonna tell
they
you,
are
hey,
talking about it.
Judy, I'm
Like-
telling you, go to some high school,
Nah.
give me some 14-year-old girls, come over here. Aren't you gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, or no,
This-
not
this
even.
fuck
If you're
this
in
guy.
your house and I just go there to I don't know, pick up the newspaper or something.
Yeah.
You know, if I see you and I'm like conflicted, then they're like,
I'm like,
but-
yeah, I'm
but
on,
the thing
like, let's
is-
say we're over here kicking it, and he has
And she
like,
looks
he
super
got
young.
like
when
like
you're
two
suspicious,
fucking 13-year-old girls,
dude.
and they're kicking it like that. Like, oh, I'm about to go
I'm
home.
saying,
Like,
like,
this is
if
weird.
you see
Like, you
somebody
know what I'm
around
saying?
you that looks super young, and be like, what the fuck? Whose kid is this? Yeah.
And then, like, yeah, I can see if you could tell, like, oh yeah, he's over here doing his homework or some shit. But it's like, oh no, he's over here touchy feely and all. Like, oh nah, man.
So I'm saying, like, all those people who's been around the person should get some fucking time too.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers ate this
Jay-Z,
shit.
Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
No, well, you're saying no. So you're naming people who
To the
just been
concert.
around.
But still, no, who have
Or
worked
he
with
brought
him.
bitches too.
No,
I mean,
who have
no.
worked with
So
him.
you
No,
know
I'm not
that
talking about who just like.
No, but you're
come
saying,
in
oh,
with-
so Jay-Z's
not
go to jail?
not
Jay-Z's in.
no, I'm not saying.
Oh, okay, because that's what he was saying. I'm like, wait a minute.
No, I'm not saying.
Well, I'm
just
like,
saying.
Well,
like
a lot of people have come out
like,
and said, a lot of people like Chance the Rapper have come out and said like, you know, I shouldn't have worked with him, and that was selfish of me to put my career in front of like what was right. Chance said something.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jay-Z said something, but
No
there
way.
are Nick
He's
Cannon.
I'm saying like
Nick
the
Cannon
people
also
who
said something, so I have had
him to
heard artists saying like,
I'm
damn,
saying like the
up.
people who enables him to do what he's fucking doing. Like, why is it all the people around you okay with this shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
What
like,
about?
But my thing is like, are you still gonna like listen to their music? Like, so next time you listen to like to Chance's music, like, are you gonna think about? Are you gonna be okay with just like? Would you purchase his music? Are you gonna be okay
I'm
with
not
it?
saying nothing.
Like,
I'm not saying shit about Chance.
No.
They took him off of
I know.
Spotify.
I'm not gonna say
just
shit
like
about Chance.
no, and not just him, but like Nick
Or like
Cannon, like the
Bill
shows and
Cosby.
everything. Like, do you like it? Like, there's a whole line of enablers, so it's almost like.
I mean, but do you think that's too far to say, like, just because Nick Cannon made a song with him that he was enabling his behavior just because they worked together? Or because I feel like his actual, like, I don't know if you watched the R. Kelly documentary, but I'm talking about the people who actually worked for him, like the people who worked in the studio, the people, his
constantly
assistants.
around him.
Yeah, the people who were around him. They were the ones going to get the girls. They were the ones sitting right there in the room watching these children. Like, not necessarily. They knew and they were like, he had these kids like locked up in rooms and shit, like locked up in separate studios, and they weren't doing shit. Aaliyah was on a tour bus. They caught him fucking Aaliyah on a tour bus. They didn't do shit. And Aaliyah was like
14.
Yes.
Oh, she was like 14, trying to be a singer, and then her parents were like, "Yeah, R. Kelly's the shit. So I want my daughter to be with the best singer."
He married her.
So they put him on like that. I was like, man, that's fucking crazy like that. Huh.
He married her when she was 15.
Yeah.
He really married her?
Yeah.
So he did some fucking.
So
Who was that fool back in the day with the piano? Fucking.
Wait, who?
The piano. He married that 13-year-old and shit.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah, his cousin.
Yeah.
That was his cousin.
And his
too.
cousin on top of
That was
shit.
his cousin.
They were
man.
second
On
cousins.
top of that shit.
No, I'm just fucking.
You know
I
he was
my bad.
interested a long time ago. He was in love with his auntie right there.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't
That
know.
was-
Anyways, I hate keeping people like talking about people like that, like giving them energy. Like,
Right.
that's. I'd rather like not talk
I'm
about
not even
people
sure
like
how we
that.
got to him.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's
Anyways.
just like
Oh,
so many
so-
people like him in society. and
Oh,
shit.
I know. So I think the whole point though, you were asking like, can you separate the music and the person and the things that he's
the
done?
art from the artist. Cause
Yeah.
like, somebody could be a piece of shit, but
And I was gonna bring up Bill Cosby at the same time in his art
exactly
in the Cosby
because
Show.
because of that shit, man. Like, how fucked up is that? They take away somebody's whole legacy like that. You know.
No, they didn't
because
take
of the
his
way
legacy
this-
away. He
certain
threw his
things.
legacy
Yeah,
away though. You have to
yeah,
say it
that's it.
differently.
Man,
It's
at the
all
same time, what about all those fucking white dudes? Like fucking that
Harvey
fucking
Weinstein.
I mean,
Yeah.
something should
all
happen.
the white dudes, like they get away with that shit all fucking
Yeah.
day,
Oh
man.
yeah.
And they fuck everybody.
Something should
They
happen.
fuck
yeah.
everybody, guys and girls. All
So
day
I
in
feel
Hollywood.
like for the Bill Cosby Show, right?
Yeah.
The Cosby Show. I love the Cosby Show. That motherfucker's fucked up, right? But I could still watch the fucking Cosby Show. And I was actually, I'm not gonna say I was mad, cause fuck it if it goes off, but it was kind of like fucked up for everybody else, all the other kids on the show that were gonna get their residuals or whatever, and all that money got stopped or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, they stopped the
See,
Cosby
that's
Show
the
for a
thing
while.
right there.
They brought it
When
back
they
now.
stop your shit, like everybody's gonna cut off.
Yeah, like Roseanne
Oh.
fucked everybody with her racist ass shit, right?
Hey, you know what though? You guys are not surprised about that. I wasn't.
Mm.
I was like, Roxanne
She always
seems
does
like
shit
the
like
kind
that.
of bitch that will say some racist shit.
She always probably did. I mean, I'm
Exactly.
sure.
For sure.
But nobody like really recorded it. And the one time that bitch, somebody records her, I'm like, I could see Roseanne saying some racist shit. She's like, oh, she's like that.
he was Mexican.
Yeah, you know? I was like, she seems like that type of white bitch. Like, she's wild.
She doesn't care what she says.
Donald
Yeah.
Trump ass.
And
Yeah.
that's why people liked her, because she's wild. She say what the fuck she wants. She's a white woman, you know. I was like, and
That
then
white
people-
privilege.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you know,
I bet she was surprised they snatched that shit from her.
oh shit, what the fuck?
Wait a minute. She was like, but I'm white.
You guys don't know this. Let me show you my.
But you know what? To be honest, like Roseanne, when you really think about it, Roseanne was poor white trash. Yeah. That's where she started from. And white people don't respect poor white trash. They don't give a fuck. They probably treat her like a nigga. They probably treat her like a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So they they might not ever respect her for even
with the cooking lady. Same thing with the cooking lady.
Paula Deen.
Yeah. She made
I don't
like
know,
the best
like
fried chicken in the world and shit.
Yeah.
And then she got caught
She's like,
slipping.
I said nigga one time.
She got caught slipping. She make the best fried chicken in the world. She had
diabetes. She had diabetes.
Says who?
Wait, did she make a racist comment?
Nigga one time.
Oh my god.
They took away her whole show, her whole chicken,
everything.
everything.
They took away her whole chicken.
Wait, but did she say or
Hey nigga. Hey.
Well, she's got the. She probably said nigger, right?
Paula Deen.
Yeah. So she had like
the lady that had diabetes and
she
took
had,
butter all the time.
her fucking fried chicken was like the business. Like it was the best fucking fried chicken in the fucking world.
Right, he had that shit before.
That was her fried chicken.
Did you make that recipe? Did you eat this?
No.
That's not like them.
She did. I was a believer. Yeah, she was a country ass.
Okay, I remember.
Atlanta, yeah. Georgia.
And she had the two
so
sons.
one time, when she got caught. Like, dude, she's a southern white woman making fucking fried chicken.
Hey, they let her bring
You know that bitch has been fucking bred for this shit.
She stole, she wasn't bred for that shit. She stole that shit from us, motherfucker. What you talking about?
And then one time she get caught slipping saying nigger, and then they took away her old chicken empire. She had no show. She had no fucking cooking show. Nothing.
Chicken empire.
Huh. That was it.
No way.
Yep, one time. She's like, and she even admitted to it too, huh?
Is this her with the Confederate flag behind her?
Yep. And she said, I got talk saying.
But that's Photoshop. I don't know.
That's afterwards, because people started making it a fucking thing, huh?
Yeah.
She really wasn't that bad. You know, she was like, yeah, my southern folks said she would say things.
I liked her, but that's another, like, black people threw Paula Deen away. Yeah, you might be able to make good chicken, but we throwing your ass away.
Fuck your shit.
Cross the line.
And plus, you stole the chicken recipe from my great grandma anyway, bitch. So get the fuck out of here.
The Kanye thing. You said that throwing that bitch away.
Yeah. I didn't make that up. Like black people throw people away. Like
really?
We're done. We threw Bill Cosby away.
Oh man.
We did. And then we act like,
hey, Tiger Woods, what's up?
No, we didn't throw Tiger away. We never threw Tiger away. We never threw Tiger away.
Some real shit though. Yeah.
Which is why they kept him.
Actually, wait a minute. Hold on. We kind of never really had Tiger. I said Tiger.
Yeah, he kind of started.
He's on the fence.
I mean, we loved him. We loved him, but we knew he was like.
He was different.
He wasn't like a nigga.
He's a different.
He's kind of more Chinese.
Yeah. I like.
He stayed inside. He grew up in Cyprus, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why. You know what? People always undermine the women behind a lot of this stuff. Like Tiger Woods, his mom was the one fucking driving this shit. His mom was the hustler. She's the one getting out here.
Really?
Getting up games.
I heard his dad was the one doing all that shit though.
His dad was teaching him, but the mom was like doing the shit.
Putting in the legwork.
Yeah.
Man, the mom was the hustler, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So he actually has a niece named Cheyenne Wood. I think her Cheyenne, and she's like on the junior WPGA.
Wait,
she's like,
so Tiger has a sister or brother?
I guess. I just know his niece is doing it.
Okay.
Golf.
Yeah. So let's shut it down.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for checking us out. Till next time.
Yeah,
I'm Judy.
fun. Yeah, I'm Erica. Thank you.
And thanks, Eric, Spark. Thanks, Spark. Hi, man.